When people talk about Montenegro, you usually hear it's beautiful, the sea, the mountains, the nature, and that's true. But I work every week with foreigners who actually live here, not just visit for 1 week in summer. And when we talk honestly, they tell me about a lot of small everyday things they love and that don't show up on travel blogs. Hi, I'm Radmila from the Montenegrin Learning Center, and today I want to share 7 little things foreigners secretly love about living in Montenegro. Let's go. One of the first things that my students mention is people actually say good morning to you. In many big cities, you can live in a building for years and never speak to your neighbors. Here, foreigners know this. The lady on the third floor who nods or smiles every day. The older man in front of the building who greets everyone. The shop assistant who recognizes them after a week. It is small, it is not a big friendship, but that sense of basic human contact in the streets and the lift makes many people feel less invisible. Another thing they love is not surprise is coffee culture. But not just the coffee itself. They talk about sitting outside, even in a colder weather, the way people can stay an hour with one drink. How normal it is to just invite someone for coffee for no big reason. For many of my students, coffee in their home country is something you grab a favorite cup and take from one place to another. Here, we enjoy and foreigners enjoy that coffee is a pause, a small ritual, a reason to sit, look at people, talk, breathe. It is not about caffeine, it is about permission to slow down like others. Kids are outside, not only on screens. So one thing that often surprises foreigners with families is how many children are outside. In front of buildings, small squares, and parks and evenings. Kids are playing football, riding bikes, shouting, laughing, making up games. My students, who are parents, tell me, it feels a bit like my childhood. Kids are not only in shopping malls or organized activities. Of course, Montenegro has screens and TikToks live everywhere else. But that everyday picture of kids outside gives many families a feeling of normal, simple childhood they appreciate a lot. Another big deal is that someone will always help you. So, foreigners often tell me stories like the neighbor who can help them carry furniture, the taxi driver who waited to see if they got into the building, the random person in line to explain what to do at an office. There is a certain expectation of mutual help here. Someone will hold the door, give you a quick explanation, show you where to go. It is not a perfect society, don't get me wrong. And not everyone is an angel, but that everyday feeling of I'm not completely on my own, someone will probably help if I ask. It's something that many foreigners really value. Another thing is nature is always just there. People expect to like the landscape. What they don't expect is how quickly it becomes part of their daily life. Foreigners tell me things like, I still get a little shock when I see the mountains in the way to the supermarket. I can finish work and then in 20 minutes I'm walking by the sea or in the forest. You do not need a big plan or a weekend trip. Nature is not a long drive away, it is just around you. That constant background of hills, sea, lakes, green spaces quietly changes how they feel day to day, even when they're just doing normal, boring tasks. A lot of foreigners come from culture where everything is scheduled weeks in advance, calendars are full, people are always busy. Here, they notice a different social rhythm. Yes, sometimes it's frustrating when things are not perfectly organized, but at the same time, they enjoy that you can decide to meet someone for coffee the same day. Evenings can be simple, a walk, a visit, a casual drink. Not every meeting has to be productive or networking. My students often say, I have fewer social events, but the ones I have, I feel more relaxed. The mix of pressure plus more spontaneity is something many of them quietly fall in love with. Another important thing is the feeling of being part of a story, not just a location. So this one is a bit softer but very real. Many foreigners tell me, I feel like life here has texture. They notice local rituals around holidays, family gatherings on Sundays, how people have their places, favorite cafes, markets, routes. Over time, they start to build their own. Their cafe, their bakery, their walking booth, their usual spot. Montenegro stops being just a beautiful place on the map and becomes a story they're part of. The barista who knows their order, the neighbor who asks if they're okay after the storm, the small things that kindly become home. For many of them, that's the real beauty. So, if you're living in Montenegro now, or you spend some time here, I'd love to know. What is one small thing you love about life here that people back home don't understand? Is it the coffee, the neighbors, the kids outside, the view from your balcony, or something completely different? Share it in the comments because your version of this list might help someone else who is thinking about making the same move. If you enjoy our videos about life in Montenegro from someone who lives here and first foreigners every week, feel free to subscribe and join this little community. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.